Hi everybody, welcome to Going to Ground. Good to be with you. A glorious still spring day here, and I thought today I'd read you a bit of poetry, not my own this time, but some of my late mother's. It would have been her birthday today, I guess is still her birthday. She died 3 years ago, and she was a creative, remarkable woman who had a really difficult upbringing in Lincolnshire, where my grandfather was a publican and an unpleasant man, in honesty. And she'd had a pretty tough, deeply rural upbringing, and in the pub. And she effectively ran away or escaped aged 18, I think, she got a scholarship to Goldsmiths College in London, and left that behind and became a teacher, secondary school teacher and English teacher. And in the 1950s, she was teaching in Sydenham and other parts of southeast London that I'm very familiar with. And it's there in Catford that she met my father at the church there. But she was always somebody who loved words, and I get my love of words from her. Also my love of nature, I think, although she knew far more than I did about it. And in terms of remembering the names of the plants and the trees, flowers, and she just had an encyclopedic knowledge of the names of things. And I've got very fond memories of country walks with her as a child, and her pointing them out to me. So I'm going to read you 3 poems from a booklet of her poetry here, and the first is called Gathering. A day of April softness, spring burst, budding in an abandon of new life. Light flashing from the water as winter's debris hangs in the willow's flame. There, strange, unexpected, where we looked for the shrill green blades of wheat was now a field of snow, breathtaking in beauty. The silent ripples of movement grey-shadowed, a spring concourse beyond our counting. On the river, gliding, preening, long necks erect, still more waiting to join the gathering. Unconcerned, they parted about our feet, and we stood frozen in a drift of swans. I love that last line. I think that's just gorgeous. Drift of swans. This is called Ghost Bird. Ghost bird, your shadow printed on my window pane. Flight feathers fanned, your tail spread to take the shock. Were you mocked by the light's refraction? Bird dust, blurred image, hanging for days, lured by reflected sky, so bright, so full of freedom. I find your body on the stones, claws curled in death, your silhouette still flying on the glass. My mum began to write poetry later in life, only in her 70s and 80s. After my dad died, and as a way of not only of working through that experience, but also of it was a community, a way of finding community for her. There was a lovely writers group in Hereford where they lived, and she wrote well, and her poetry just grew throughout those years, and it was a very special group for her, where she found friendship and value and a new kind of voice, I guess. And this last poem is called A Little Thing. Today I cleared the shed, a rusty saw blunted by old trees, some bamboo canes, nets from a fruit cage tangled with memories, a tobacco tin, St. Bruno flake, full of dust and nails, snail-encrusted seed trays, all ghosts of past gardens. Today I cleared the shed and found that lost button from your old coat. It is the little things that are too big. God bless you as you go to ground.